If you're new to crystals and feeling overwhelmed about how to choose the right crystal to work with, then you're in the right place. I'll simplify things and show you 3 ways how to trust yourself and choose your crystal with confidence. Then I'll share some beginner-friendly crystals that are a good place to start, what to do when you get your crystals, and some common mistakes that people new to crystals make. So, there are no bad crystals, and the worst thing that would happen is that you pick a crystal whose properties aren't the perfect match for your intention, and you'll gain some experience with another crystal. No worries. Your intuition can help guide you to the best crystal for you at the moment. You just need to actually listen to it. We can look at lists of properties and whatnot, but we each have our own energetic signature, and how that works with a crystal's energies can make things look a little different for you than for me. For example, amethyst is often referenced as a good crystal for headaches. However, if I try working with amethyst for a headache, then it tends to make my headache worse. So I reach for smoky quartz instead, and that helps. I encourage you to experiment with crystals and see what works the best for you. It can help to take some notes along the way so you can refer back to what you've already tried. There are several ways to choose crystals, but I'm going to talk about 3 now to keep it easy for you. Method 1. Visual appeal. Which one catches your eye? Which color or shape draws you in? Sometimes when you're looking at a shelf full of crystals, one in particular seems to draw your eye and scream, "Pick me, pick me!" Or one that just captivates you and draws you in. Trust that instant, "oh, that one" feeling. Your energy recognizes what it needs, and your intuition is giving you a nudge for a reason. Method 2. The feeling. Sometimes you pick up a crystal and it just feels so good. And it might make you feel calm or invigorated or like you can take on the world, just whatever you need right now. Sometimes even if you pick up 2 pieces of the same crystal, you notice that one feels kind of better than the other. It might be the way it's shaped, so it fits in your hand, or maybe you just feel more connected to one than the other. Try holding different crystals in your hand and notice what you feel. Warmth, tingling, maybe a peaceful feeling. Some might feel right, others a definite not right now, and then others might not feel like too much of anything. Trust what you feel, or don't feel. Method 3. Intentions and properties. Think about why you want to work with a crystal right now. What's your intention? Could it be something like grounding, confidence, or peace? Whatever your intention is, then look in a trusted resource for a couple of crystals that have that property. Facebook memes are not generally trusted resources, by the way. Look for reputable books or websites made by people that have experience and an understanding of crystals. Then use one or the other of the 2 methods before to choose between those few options. There are other ways to pick crystals, but these 3 are a great way to get started. Whenever I talk about crystals, people inevitably ask about beginner-friendly suggestions, so I thought I'd share some easy-to-get crystals that are good basic ones to have in your collection. Clear quartz. It amplifies energy, it's versatile, and it's generally a go-to crystal. You can reach for clear quartz when you're not really sure what crystal you should go for. Amethyst. It helps relieve stress, boosts intuition, and assists with spiritual connection and growth. Rose quartz is all about compassion and self-love and assists with emotional healing. Black tourmaline. It's protective and transmutes negative energy. It's grounding and it helps set and maintain boundaries. Carnelian attracts abundance, strengthens courage, boosts creativity, and it helps with motivation. Green aventurine. It's calming and soothing. It helps harmonize the mind, body, and spirit and promotes overall well-being. If you're finding this all helpful, please take a moment and boop the like button. It helps YouTube know that this video has helpful information and that more people might like to watch it. There are several places that you can look for crystals to buy, but you need to make sure that you're purchasing from a reputable source. Random bags of tumbles from a TikTok shop is probably not your best bet. You should feel comfortable asking them questions, and they should know what they're talking about and be able to tell you about the crystals that they have. Unfortunately, there's many crystal vendors out there that don't have an idea of what they have or what they do, and are misrepresenting the items that they carry. Some places you can purchase crystals include like local crystal and metaphysical shops, fairs of all sorts, Renaissance fairs, holistic and even psychic fairs, and even craft fairs sometimes. Gem shows, reputable online sellers. Make sure to look into these a bit more, especially since you can't see and hold the crystals first. When you're shopping for crystals, keep in mind that small crystals like tumbles work well and are even sometimes preferred, depending on what you're going to be doing with them. Just because a crystal is expensive doesn't make it the best one automatically. Most crystals will have natural imperfections, like a clear quartz won't be as completely clear as glass and blemish free, and that's fine. You don't need to get all the crystals right at the beginning. Pick up a few good ones like the ones I suggested earlier, and that'll get you a long way, and you can always add to your collection as you go. Once you get your crystal, then you want to do a few things with it. First, cleanse it. There are many methods of cleansing, and not all are good for all crystals. Water, for example, is one method, but many crystals can be damaged by water. Sound is my favorite method. I like to play a singing bowl to cleanse them. If you'd like a video about cleansing your crystals, drop a comment and let me know. You want to get to know your crystal, and one way to do that is to meditate with it. I have a guided crystal meditation that I'll link in the description. Keep it with you in your pocket or tucked in your bra to help you to get to know it. If the crystal was meant for a particular intention, keep it with you and see how you feel about it after a week. When you're learning, it's common to do some things that more experienced people would probably not do. It's how learning happens. But here are some common mistakes that crystal beginners make so you can avoid them. Don't start working with 20 crystals at once. It's best to focus your attention on one or two at first so you can understand their energies and how you interact with them. It can be overwhelming to work with so many at first. More crystals doesn't equal more healing all the time. And don't stress about doing elaborate things. There are people that do elaborate rituals or work with crystals in complex ways, and when you're starting out, simple is better. You'll get a better feel for the crystal and what you're doing with it. You can do that complex stuff later if you want. Don't worry if you don't feel anything from your crystal right away. Sometimes that comes with time and practice, and sometimes people sense energy in different ways. Some people see the energy as colors, some people hear different sorts of buzzing or other sounds, and some people perceive the energy in other ways. The bottom line is that just because you don't instantaneously feel tingles, it doesn't mean that it's not working. Don't skip cleansing your crystals. Cleansing isn't a once and done, but needs to be done regularly to keep the crystal working at its best. Don't work with a crystal without knowing why. If you're going to work with a crystal, have an understanding of why you're working with it. Instead of just grabbing a couple of rocks and shoving them in your pocket, it's much more effective to think something like, I'd like to boost my creativity a bit, so I'm going to put carnelian and citrine in my pocket. Don't expect instant miraculous results. Crystal energy is subtle. They align your energy over time. You also need to do the things to support your intention. You can't expect a crystal to transform your life while you keep all the same habits and mindsets. When working with crystals, trust your intuition and start simple. You really can't go wrong. So grab a crystal and try this crystal connection meditation. It's only about 5 minutes and can really help you get more in tune with your crystal.